Hi, welcome to Stamford Bridge Banter. Thought I would quickly pop on ahead of tonight's match versus Arsenal, and also to give just a brief chat about the January transfer window, which ended yesterday, which will be brief because we didn't do anything. Um, we we sort of regarding the Jeremy Jaquet, I do apologise if that isn't the right pronunciation of his name. Regarding his transfer, at the end of the day, much as I didn't want this signing because, I think we have enough prospects, up and coming players as it is. I much rather experience. We also have to concede that that's not Blue Co's way. That's not the business plan. The business plan is signing players under 23 that have a resale value if it all goes tits up. And so to separate what I would want and to what the club wanted to do, at the end of the day, they spent most of January trying to get this deal done with the Rennes centre back, and they cocked it up. It's as simple as that. There's some reports coming out that maybe he was put off by the fact that he could be loaned to Strasbourg. Again, apologies if I got that wrong and all. It's which, again, these are reports. You're never too sure. They're not from the official lines of Romano and Goldstein and Ben Jacobs. So, and a couple of others who I sort of take what they say as, what's actually going on and happening. But there is an element of truth to it. I could well believe it because that's what we do. The players who we want to come through to the first team do tend to be loaned out to Strasbourg. Players that they want to sell tend to get loaned out to lower league clubs. So, there's that. So I could see that report being true, but for all purposes, it could be an absolute load of tiswas. But the biggest question really is, why has an under 23 promising talent, everything that Chelsea is about, has rejected them? For me, fans, us supporters, need to be questioning, what's going on. We all know what's going on in a way, but to me, this is a big rejection because this is actually, in all intents and purposes, the perfect sign-in for the Blue Co ownership. This is exactly who they would want to go for. And they've been rejected. Now, apparently, again, the wages, fee, round about the same. It could be that he just preferred the Liverpool project to the Chelsea project, which I could understand. Understand really well. So that deal for me raises more and more questions. The fact that obviously it didn't go through and he rejected us, that raises more questions, and I'm hoping internally they are trying to find out what went wrong really. But yeah, it's a signing I didn't necessarily want because he doesn't have the experience, but knowing what Chelsea are all about and their business plan, he was exactly what they would want. So that went down the pan. That's he's now joining Liverpool. He's joining Liverpool in the summer. Whether he's he ends up being what the rumours are, that he's going to be a dominating centre back. That's here or there, really. Hopefully he isn't now because he's gone to Liverpool. But all in all, the January transfer window was a complete disaster. But there's no point in a way sort of dwelling on it now. Hopefully we have enough within the squad to get us through to the end of the season, making sure we are in the Champions League, in those places in the league, and hopefully to win something. But it is going to be incredibly difficult. One of the cups we could win is obviously the Carabao Cup. We are in the second leg semi-final tonight against Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. We do have an aggregate of a 3-2 loss at the moment. So it's going to be incredibly difficult to go there. Their defence is, it's just phenomenal, really, of how many goals they've conceded, but also the fact that they just don't concede chances. So the biggest thing for Chelsea will be that when you do get your chances, you have to take them. My worry is obviously the back. I'm hoping, obviously, that we're able to hold them off and we can come back. We've proven, 2-0 down at the weekend, albeit I know it's against West Ham, but it was a great comeback and it should show to them that they can do it. They are capable. They just lack experience. So, again, in the nitty-gritty of this match, are they going to have the experience to pull through? Please try and keep all 11 on the pitch. That seems to be a bit of a difficult thing at the moment. Especially, certain players seem to be collecting yellow cards as if, they're going to run out of them. It's going to be hard. It's going to be a hard-fought match. My heart obviously wants Chelsea to win, to get through to the final, a chance then of some silverware. But, we cannot sugarcoat the opposition. This is Arsenal. To me, they're not going to rest anyone. They will probably go for it. And obviously, Esteval is going to be out. I don't think he is back in the squad. He's still on compassionate leave. Obviously, we all wish him the very best with whatever's happening, which we don't need to know about at the end of the day. Just wish him all the best and hope everything is okay. And hopefully when he does come back, it could be the fact that he could play in a final. But it's going to be, as I said, tough. Definitely going to work Liam Rosenior and the coaching team quite well tonight. And we shall see. Hopefully the next time I do a video for you, I'll be talking positively about the match tonight. And we will go from there. Take care all. Bye.